Hello everyone, magandang gabi po. Hello guys, kamusta? Today is August 12, 2025 and we are live for free let review. This is Sir AJ guys. I'm sorry I cannot turn on my cam because I'm using the prepaid Wi-Fi as of the moment. So, hindi siya ganun ka-strong your connection ko as of this time. So, please allow me to turn off my cam for tonight. The most important here is that you can hear me and you can see my slides. Again, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. No, magandang umaga din naman dyan sa kabilang dako ng mundo, sa kabilang panig ng mundo. Magandang umaga dyan sa inyo. Baka meron po tayong mga kababayan, no, na mga let takers or SPLE takers, no, yung special professional licensure examinations para sa ating mga kababayan dyan abroad. Ayan. Kumusta? August 12, 2025 at meron na lang po tayong 40 days sa mga magte-take po ngayong September 2025. Meron na lang po tayong 40 days left before the big day, no? So before the board exam, 40 days na lamang po mula sa araw na ito. No? So how ready, no, are you to take the board exam? Good evening po Ma'am Carla at saka si Ma'am Anvil. Ayan. Hello po guys, tagasan po si Ma'am Anvil at saka si Ma'am Carla. Thank you for mentioning your friends. Yes, that's right guys, no. Please mention your friends, baka meron po kayong kakilala na mga magte-take po ngayong September or even March na board exam or kahit po yung mga magte-take pa lang po ng mock board or final exam before makagraduate. They are all welcome po to join our free live session. Ayan. So of course, pasalamatan ko po muna yung mga nag-like ng ating live po ngayon. No? So we have Heidi Teliwik, hello po. Ma'am Lides Flores, Mark Lowell, Rahana, Ma'am J.Ann, Sir Kevin Kabile, Sir Ringo Panalandang, Sir Ryan Madarcos, thank you so much. Sa mga nag-heart reacts naman dyan, Ma'am Eileen, thank you po. Ma'am Marie Chris, Ma'am Jonasil, Ma'am Shepril Ann, Sir John Dave, wala na, sino pa yon? Ma'am Jenny Rose, Sir Jericho, thank you so much guys. Mamaya babatiin ko yung mga humahabol na nagla-like at nag-heart dyan. Thank you. Ayan, sa shout out natin yan mamaya. Good evening, Ma'am Claire. Si Ma'am Carla is from Catanawan, Quezon Province. Ayan, umaabot po tayo ng Quezon Province. Thank you, thank you. Maraming salamat. We have also Sir Roldan is from Negros Oriental. Welcome to our live, Sir Roldan. Thank you for joining us tonight. Ma'am Sarah L. Boliquin, thank you so much po for joining us tonight. We have, yan, yun nga sabi ko, di ba? We have a reviewee from Hong Kong, si Ma'am Monica. Hello po, Ma'am Monica. Kumusta po dyan sa Hong Kong? Welcome po to our live review po. Maraming salamat po sa pag-join sa ating live po, Ma'am Monica. Thank you. Kamusta nyo na lang po kami sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Hong Kong. Ayan. Good evening, Sir Joel, Ma'am Claire. Ayan. Babatiin ko muna yung mga nandito sa comments, no, before we will start, habang naghihintay po tayo ng iba. Kasi yung iba parang for sure bumabiyahe pa pauwi ng kanilang mga bahay. So enjoy po muna tayo guys. Ayan. Kain-kain po muna. Ayan. So we have, sino pa tumani from Mindanao po. Actually, I'm from Mindanao. Yeah, I am here in Tagum City, Davao del Norte. Hello po. We have a reviewee, Sir Glenn is from Kidapawan City. We also have from San Juan, Batangas, si Ma'am Joyce. Ayan, abot po tayo ng Batangas. SPLE po from Hong Kong, si Ma'am Monica, yes. So I hope may pasa po natin, Ma'am Monica, no, yung SPLE. I hope makatulong po ako at ang TCRC, ayan, na ma-refresh yung mga concepts, no, na napag-aralan po ninyo. We have from Batanes. Ayan, medyo malayo din po yung Batanes, no? We have, sino ba to? Si Ma'am Lay Hernandez Dita from Batanes. O baka merong from Tawi-Tawi dyan or from Sulu. Ayan, paki-comment naman po ng inyong pangalan. Yeah, we have from Dapitan. O, di ba? Papalapit na tayo ng South. And baka may pa-Zamboanga dyan, may pa-Sulu. Merong pang Tawi. Wow, di ba? O, we have from Basilan. O, di ba? From Batanes to Basilan, si Ma'am Rose M. Sawalan. And we have from Paniki Tarlac, si Ma'am Carla. Okay? Sige, so, it's 7:05 on my clock. I guess, it's time to start, no? But before we will start our free session tonight, ayan, no? So I just want to share this PRC ID with you, no? So ang pinaka-aasam-asam ng lahat, no, yung ating PRC ID. So guys, I am praying na sa lahat ng nandito, sa lahat ng nanunood ngayon live or recorded man yan, so sana po all by God's grace ay makukuha ang lisensyang ito by the end of this year, no? So we will end 2025 with a license at papasok tayo ng 2026 na lisensyado. Gusto niyo ba 'yon? Gustong-gusto nyo ba yon? Ayan, kung gusto nyo maging LPT this 2025, i-comment nga natin hashtag LPT na this. Ayan. So, it's a declaration. No, hindi siya LPTQT, no? So it's a declaration talaga that we will become LPT this year. Ayan, ilagay po natin hashtag LPT na this. We have Ma'am Damski watching from Paglat, Maguindanao del Sur. We have from Bangsamoro, Eastern Samar, Sorsogon, Maguindanao del Sur. We have also from Tondo, Manila, Kabangkalan City. O, di ba? Ang dami-dami natin dito, guys. Meron pa ba? Dasmariñas, Cavite, Sir Pedro. Cebu City. Hello po sa mga si Ma'am Anvil is from Cebu City. Hello po sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Cebu. Yan, maayong gabi sa inyong tanandra, ano? Ayan. LPT na this, ayan, marami pala yung gustong magkalisensya. Marami yung gustong magkalisensya. Okay, sige. So kung gusto nyo magkalisensya, ang tanong, sa 40 days, kaya pa ba? Kaya pa ba? Kung kaya pa at kakayanin, ilagay natin ulit ang ating pangmalakasang hashtag kaya pa. Ayan, sige, ilagay natin sa comment section. 40 days to go before September 21. Ang tanong ni Sir AJ, kaya pa ba? Kaya pa ba ang review? Kaya pa ba yung mga struggles? Kaya pa ba ang pagmumultitasking? Kaya pa ba para kay mama, kay papa, kay baby? O sinong baby? Baby o ibang baby yon? O basta sa lahat ng baby ninyo, kaya pa ba? Yan yung tanong. Ayan. Kaya pa? Ilagay natin hashtag kaya pa. Kaya pa ni Ma'am Marisa. Kaya pa ni Ma'am Maribeth. Ayan. Kaya pa ni Sir John Mel. Diba? Kaya pa ni Ma'am Jewel. Kaya pa ni Sir John Marco. Kaya pa ni Ma'am Nisan. Kaya pa ni Ma'am Monica na mula pa Hong Kong. Diba? Kaya pa ni Ma'am Joy. Kakayanin, 'di ba? O, ilagay natin, screenshot niyo 'yan, guys, no? Lahat ng mga pa-declarations, manifestations, guys, i-screenshot niyo kasi ipo-post niyo 'yan by the end of the year. Okay, kasi kaya pa. Ayan, Please allow me guys, no, advertisement muna guys. Baka lang po, you want to join our final coaching. Dalawang parts po yan guys. We have pre-final coaching and the final coaching. So our pre-final coaching will start by the end of this month, August 27 hanggang September 19. That's almost a month of final coaching. I believe that's 3 weeks. Guys, Prof Ed and Gen Ed final coaching yan guys. August 27 to September 19. Hindi niyo po kami tawag nito, hindi po namin kayo iiwan, hindi po namin kayo pababayaan. September 21 yung exam, we will end by September 19 kasi ang September 20 ay ibibigay namin sa inyo no na mag-relax, pumunta ng simbahan, 'di ba? Magmuni-muni, kausapin ang universe. Ayan. So hanggang September 19, magsama-sama po tayo, guys. Meron po tayong private group, meron din po tayong group chats, no? So lahat ng gusto nyo, baka meron kayong gusto nyo lang na makausap, gusto nyo lang mag-share ng mga struggles nyo everyday sa pagre-review, may mga questions kayo guys. So don't worry because we have a group chat at handa po kaming sagutin, no? Yung mga tanong ninyo or handa po kaming magbasa, makinig ng inyong mga rants dahil pagod na sa review. Okay? So I hope that ngayong August 27 ay magkita-kita po tayo guys. So please reserve your slots now kasi limited lang po yung group natin. Hindi po siya makaka-accommodate ng sobrang daming reviewees, no? So please reserve your slot para hindi na po kayo pumunta. We will open another group if ever, no, na hindi talaga kakayanin, no? So, but don't worry kasi yung StreamYard naman can go live kahit 3 or 4 na groups all at the same time. Okay? Sige. So, ngayon September 2025 yan guys hanggang September 2025, no? But guys, baka lang po meron din pong mag-avail sa full package po namin. That's 700 pesos both for Prof Ed and Gen Ed. Pero sir, final coaching na lang yung i-join ko sir kasi parang 40 days na lang po, ilang days na lang po parang di na po kayong humabol. Yes, we got you. So we have our Prof Ed and Gen Ed all for 500 pesos na po yan, no? So you will get your handouts with our group chats. You will get tips, you will have daily sessions, pre-final coaching, weekly mock boards, pre-board exams, and even regular coaching from April to September if you will get the full package deal, no? So just message Teacher Seppi in our Facebook group sa mga nanonood po dyan via YouTube channel, i-message niyo lang po si Teacher Seppi. Guys, may mga nagtatanong paano daw po mag-join, no? I-message niyo lang po kung saan po ako nagla-live po ngayon. And again, that's only 500 pesos from August 27 to September 19. Every day. Yes, weekly daily sessions po tayo guys. 2 to 3 sessions per day po tayo. So we have 8 to 12 a.m. na session. We also have 1 to 5 p.m. session. We also have 6 to 10 p.m. session. Depende na yan sa inyo kung saan kayo vacant. Morning, afternoon, evening. O, di ba? Saan ka pa? Mula umaga hanggang gabi. August 27 to September 19, ito na po siguro ang pinakamahabang final coaching ever sa online review, no? For only 500 pesos, no? Tataya ako, guys. TCRC lang ang 500 pesos na review for almost a month of final coaching, no? So ililibre kita kung may mahanap ka pang mas lower for almost a month of final coaching. Sige, i-PM mo ko. So that's only 500 pesos. That's for August 27 to September 19. Okay? Sir, pasama po. Yes po, wala pong problema. Just message our page. We have our 2 staff po. Dalawa po yung staff ng TCRC na mag-accommodate ng inyong mga messages po. Okay? Online po ba yon? Yes po, full online po tayo. 8 a.m. hanggang 12 noon, 1 p.m. hanggang 5 p.m. and we also have 6 p.m. hanggang 10 p.m. po ng gabi. All sessions are recorded, so anli sawa kahit anong oras, kahit san ka pa, as long as you have internet connection, pwede nyo pong balik-balikan ang ating let review. Okay? So, sali na guys, join na, no? And now, let's start. Tapos na po yung advertisement. Ayan, maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Okay, so ito na po ang ating main, excuse me, ito na po yung main part, no, ng ating live session ngayong gabi. The free lab review for professional education. So this is just a 10-item quiz, guys, or drill, no? So yung target po natin as always ay 8 out of 10. So for 40 days, let us assess ourselves. Gaano nga ba tayo kahanda? 40 days na lang yung natitira. Okay? Kakayanin bang maipasa ang board exam? Kakayanin ba nating magka-8, score ng 9, mag-score ng 10 ngayong gabi? Okay? So, kung hindi kakayanin mamaya, do not worry. We still have almost a month of final coaching. No? 3 sessions every day. Depende po yan. If ever meron tayong 2 sessions, meron din po tayong 3 sessions. It depends on our schedule, guys. Okay? Sige. So, let's start with question number 1. Okay? Question number 1. Hello po, magandang gabi po sa lahat. We also have our viewer from YouTube. Team YouTube, good evening po. Sir Kenley Icarano, magandang gabi po. How much po? That's only 500 pesos. Final coaching is 500 pesos. Okay, sige. Dito tayo, focus tayo sa ating question. Tingnan natin kung gaano ba kahanda yung mga pretty little babies natin dyan. Kasi sabi ng mga pretty little babies kanina, kaya pa daw nila. Sige. Ayan, may timer po tayo dyan sa upper right corner ng screen po ninyo. Ayan, pag naubos na po yan, sabog na. Tapos na po yung timer natin if ever mag-zero na po yan. Okay, for question number 1, ayan, sabay-sabay po nating basahin. A teacher observes, excuse me, that one of her grade 2 students can already think logically, wow, about concrete events but struggle when asked to solve abstract problems or hypothetical scenarios. Based on Piaget's stages, what is the most effective strategy for teaching this child? So hanapin po natin ang clue. Ito po yung mga clue natin. Grade 2 yung bata, he or she can think logically but only in terms of concrete events. So ano yung pinaka-effective na ibibigay natin para sa isang bata under concrete operational stage? Kasi yung elementary po, 6 to 12 years old, that's under concrete operational stage. Okay? Letter A, baka may sumagot ng letter A, use abstract symbols. Do not answer this one kasi ang abstract symbols po ay para po sa formal operational stage. Hindi po siya pang concrete operational stage. Okay? And then letter D, assign complex hypothetical problem. Do not answer letter D. Kung may sumagot man po, pasensya na. Because again, hypothetical problem or hypothetical reasoning is under pa rin po ng formal operational. So the correct answer here is between B or C. Ang sagot, ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Marisa, hands-on activities. Correct. That's letter B, hands-on. Aside sa hands-on po, meron po tayong another clue dyan, concrete materials. Okay? So kapag elementary po, it's not enough that you will give them hypothetical problems, no? Or mga symbolic problems. Ang pwede po sa mga elementary learners po is yung hands-on activities na meron po talagang hinahawakan, naririnig, natatouch yung mga bata, no, mga multi-sensory activities. At the same time, this use of concrete materials. Okay? Sige, tandaan po natin, concrete operational, hands-on. Hands-on and concrete materials. Letter B. Okay? Buena mano! Buena mano, buena mano, buena mano. I guess walang nagkamali sa question number 1. Wow! Yan, talino. Hands-on activity, sabi ni Sir Roldan, is effective. Correct. Number 2. Excuse me. Ayan na. Number 2. Sige, number 2, number 2, number 2. Hello po sa mga kapapasok lang po sa live natin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is for free, guys. This is for free. Ayan, baka pwede pong makisuyo. Pwede niyo po bang i-like and i-share ang live natin tonight? Pwede po ba? Or you could also mention a friend. Baka may kakilala kayo, no, na magte-take ng final exam, mock board, 'di ba? Or board exam this September or March 2026, they are welcome po here. Okay, number 2. According to Erickson's psychosocial stages, a 10-year-old who consistently receives a negative feedback from peers, kawawa naman, and teachers is at risk of developing which of the following? So anong clue natin dito, guys? Ang condition na binigay, no, may condition within Erickson's psychosocial stages. Okay? Under sa kanyang psychosocial theory, no? Another clue is that 10 years old ang bata, no? Tapos itong batang ito, probably elementary pa to, 10 years old, 'di ba? Around grade 4. So, itong grade 4 student na to consistently receives negative feedback. Parati na lang negative, ano, hindi ba pwedeng i-highlight, no, yung positive, no, component ng kanyang performance or ng kanyang product, 'di ba? So if parating ganito, hindi po maganda. Okay? Hindi po 'yan maganda kasi yung bata na 10 years old, no, yung struggle niya is meron tayong ano ang 10 years old, ano yung 10 years old? Yung 6 to 12 years old, elementary. Ano ba yung psychosocial crisis, no, na experience ng isang elementary student? 'Di ba? We have industry versus inferiority. Industry is something positive kasi that motivates the child to do better, to do more. So, ang answer is yung negative talaga. That's letter B, inferiority. Okay? Ayan. Medyo hati yung mga teachers natin sa comment section. May sumagot ng B, may sumagot ng C. So, guys, take note, mahalaga po. Another technique, guys, or tip na i-share ko sa inyo, when you answer questions na mayroon pong edad, lalo na kapag ang question ay about mga developmental theory, no, or developmental psychology, mahalaga pong i-consider natin ang edad ng bata so that we will know anong stage belong ang bata. Example, ito, 10 years old. That's 6 to 12, 'di ba? Yung bata na 6 to 12 years old, under elementary po yan, nasa industry versus inferiority stage po yan sila. So kapag consistent failure or criticism ang palagi na lang natatanggap ng bata, it will lead to the feelings of inadequacy. Para bang hindi siya enough, no? And inferiority. Feeling niya talaga na gano'n na lang talaga, no? Na someone is better sa kanya, no? So para bang wala na siyang tamang ginagawa, no? So 'yun, that's letter B. So yung role confusion, ito high school na to na experience, 'di ba, na crisis. Yung shame and doubt, ito ay stage 2, 'di ba? Yung isolation naman, it could be felt in early adulthood. 'Di ba? Pwede 'yan. So, that's it. So, the correct answer here is letter B. Next, number 3. Tingnan natin kung makakabawi yung iba sa number 3. Hello po sa mga team YouTube natin dyan. Magandang gabi. Ayan. Paparami at paparami yung mga viewers natin from YouTube. Yes, guys, we are also live sa YouTube channel. Just search, no, Teacher Sepi. Ayan. Nandun po yung mga videos natin lahat sa YouTube channel. Okay? Sige, please allow me to mention, no, special mention sa mga nag-like, no, or kaka-like lang ng ating live ngayon. We have si Vashir, no, Norhuda, Sheila May, Jason Guapo. Wow! Jason Guapo talaga, di ba? Ayan. Melton J. Hello po. Ayan, thank you so much sa like. Yan, thank you. Yeah, that's it. Sige, kasi time na pala. Okay, number 3. The school offers different co-curricular activities to cater students' varied interests and talents, believing that each learner is unique and must be given opportunities for self-expression. Which philosophical foundation is most reflected here? Marami ako nakikita na letter A. Umuulan, letter A. Bakit letter A? Okay? Ang clue is each learner is unique. Self-expression. Saan sa mga philosophies na ito na naniniwala na ang bawat learner ay unique, no? Walang iba. Letter A. Very good. It's existentialism, no? Pag sinabing existentialism, essence, no? I mean, existence precedes essence, no? So, yung existentialism naniniwala na ang bawat bata ay unique, no? Bawat bata ay may individual freedom, mayroong choice, and personal development. Okay? Ayan po. 49 pesos super sticker. Alam, may paganito. Thank you so much. Sino to? Di ko alam. Bakit may magpaganito tayo? Ano to? Si Sir Jorivic. Hello, Sir Jorivic. 49 pesos super sticker. May paganito ba sa YouTube? Ayan. Para ko nagla-live sa TikTok, ah. Ayan. May pa-ice cream yummy. Thank you for the rose. Parang ganon. Thank you. Ayan, kung sino yan, si Sir Jorivic yan. Thank you so much po. Ayan. O, diba, nag-send siya ng super sticker. Sorry, ignorante ako. Wala kasi akong YouTube account. May paganito pala. Ayan. By the way, thank you so much. Okay, so next question, number 4. Hello guys! Ayan, sa mga kapapasok lang, welcome here to our live. We are now on item number 4. Sa mga nag-heart react naman ng live natin sa Facebook, thank you so much. Sab Ubina, Sir Sonny, Banaag, Hidalgo, thank you so much. Ma'am Rowen, Ma'am Jelly Jean, thank you. Ma'am Cherry Sungka de la Serna, Ma'am Amara, Ma'am Maristela May, Ma'am Shaideline, thank you sa lahat ng mga nag-heart reacts, guys. And of course, thank you Ma'am Joyce Mandokdok for mentioning your friends. Thank you. Okay, number 4. A grade 6 teacher notices that a student with dyslexia struggles with reading heavy tasks. She provides audio recordings of the readings and allows oral responses instead of written ones. This is an example of blank. Okay? Anong tawag nyo doon sa ginawa ni teacher? Okay? So, ang clue, student with dyslexia, nahihirapan siya, no? Sa mga mostly reading heavy task. So, ginawa ni teacher, nag-provide ng audio. So, binago niya yung way of learning ng bata, no? So, in-address niya yung need ng bata. Hindi niya iniba yung objectives. Okay? Hindi niya sinabi na, okay, wag ka na lang magbasa, Ana, kasi nahihirapan kang magbasa, okay lang yan, mag-draw ka na lang. Hindi, no? So, hindi iniba ni teacher, no? Yung kung ano talaga yung dapat matutunan ng bata. Yung binago lang ni teacher is yung paano, no? Paano matututo yung bata na aside sa usually more on reading kasi dyslexic yung mata, nahihirapang magbasa. So, audio recordings kasi hindi naman sinabi bingi yung bata, 'di ba? Or may problema sa tenga, no? So, instead of mostly reading, pinaparinig niya yung audio recordings ng mga readings. O, di ba? So, ang tawag natin dyan ay letter B. That's curriculum modification. Okay? So, ibig sabihin ng curriculum modification, hindi natin change yung content. Hindi natin binago yung objective, yung competency. No? Nagkaroon ng modification in the process of learning. Okay? To address the needs of the child. Okay? Yan. Yung meron kasi po tayong tinatawag na curriculum accommodation. Yung curriculum accommodation naman guys, yun, pinapadali yung competency para sa mga bata. Okay? Na mayroon na nagsa-struggle. Okay? So, pag curriculum accommodation, sinisimplify mo yung content. Sinisimplify mo yung task para sa bata. Okay? Accommodation yon. But kung modification, wala kang binago sa expectation. Wala kang binago sa competency. But the way that the child learns the same material, the same content, no? Doon ka nagkaroon ng modification. Okay? So, yan. So, letter B, curriculum modification, the purpose is to meet a learner's unique needs. Letter A naman, curriculum enrichment, ito ay para sa mga advanced learners. So, hindi siya sa mga struggling learners. Para siya sa mga advanced. You extend the curriculum para sa mga bata na meron ng mastery level. Okay? So, curriculum design naman, of course, from the word design, it's more on planning and structuring the curriculum. Meron tayong tinatawag na curriculum alignment. This ensures that the objectives, no, the teaching, and the assessment match or aligns with each other. Okay? Kung ano man yung ina-assess mo, dapat base yan sa objective. Ano man yung tinuturo mo, dapat naka-align sa objective. And dapat ma-assess yung tinuturo mo accordingly. That is curriculum alignment. Okay? Next. Number 5 tayo. LPT by December, sabi ni Sir Jerswin. Ayan, thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Sarah Boliquen, for mentioning your friends here. Thank you, thank you. Ayan, si Sir John Lorman Maguyop. Thank you din po. Ayan. I-appreciate natin guys, no? I-shout out natin yung mga friends ninyo na nag-mention sa inyo. Ibig sabihin lang yan, they care for you. 'Di ba? Bakit sila mag-aaksaya ng panahon na i-mention ka dito, 'di ba? Yan. Thank you so much for the carry acts. MJ De Los Santos, Ma'am Mayri, Pudena, Dyname, Jen Ampuan, Denisa Laud Garo, Ma'am Mira Salvador, Sir John Edward Takulaw. Thank you so much po. Okay, number 5. According, okay sir, pa-shout out. Hello, Ma'am Rowena Bongo. Yes po, Ma'am Rowena. Thank you for watching. Hello, sir. Ma'am Rowena. Thank you po sa panonood. Ayan, o. At least, pandagdag viewer ka na rin, Ma'am Rowena, di ba? Ayan. Pa-shout out, Cathy Beth Logco. Ayan. Sino to, Ma'am Rowena? Yung future top 1 natin. Ayan. Sige, number 5. According to DepEd Order number 8, series of 2015, saglit lang, naman ng tubig. Which assessment component has the highest percentage weight in computing the quarterly grade for science in grades 1 to 10? Okay? So, yung DepEd Order number 8, guys, 2015, ito po parang Biblia natin ng mga guro sa pagdating sa pag-assess sa mga bata, no? Parang Bible, dapat basahin natin guys lahat ng about assessment in learning, no? Nandito sa DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015. Kagaya na lang kung ilan yung weight percentage, no? So kasi meron tayong 3 components, 'di ba? To assess. We have the written work, performance task, and quarterly assessment. Bawat subject po, iba-iba po yung weight bawat component, no? So halimbawa sa science, si science at saka si math magkapareho. Okay? That's 40, 40, 20. 40% for the written work, 40% for the performance task, 20% for the quarterly assessment. So yung may highest percentage, dalawa. No? Dalawa siya, guys. It's letter D, performance task and written work. Okay? Kasi 40, 40, 20. Ayan po. Okay? Pag science and math, 40, 40, 20. Memorize. Science and math. This is for grades 1 to 10. 40, 40, 20. Pag mga languages, kagaya ng English, Filipino, Aralpan, ESP, 30, 50, 20. So, yung performance task, pinakamalaki. For MAPE, EPP, TLE, grades 1 to 10, 20, 60, 20. So, yung pinakamalaki naman is 60% performance task. So, from here, no, we can say that the K-12 assessment heavily emphasize performance task. Okay? So, yan. So, please do memorize. Iba din po yung sa senior high school. So, pakibasa ng DepEd Order 8, Series of 2015. So, the correct answer is letter D. Next, number 6. Pa-shout out po, sir. Yan. Hello po. Sir Zach Melvs ba to? Yeah. Pret Arcamo Banluta. Ayan. Hello po. Ganang gabi. Nakafocus ako sa TLE, sabi ni Sir Justin, kaya 20-60-20. Aguroy. Science yung tinatanong. Sayang. Sayang yung 1 point. Bawi-bawi. Sabi ni Sir Sonny, science nga pala hinahanap. Yeah, yon kasi, nasa harap nyo na, naghahanap pa kayo ng iba. Sabi science, hanapin pa iba. Joke lang. Joke lang. Okay. Number 6. Sabi ng ating team YouTube, syempre i-mention natin, no, para naman mapansin natin yung team YouTube, Sir AJ, Ma'am Ronaldin, letter B. Sa Facebook naman, sa may letter D, may letter A, may letter C. Nako, iba-iba. Sige, bakit iba-iba yung sagot ninyo? Dapat marunong kayong mag-compute ng grades, guys, hindi lang sa major ninyo. Pag BEd ka, dapat alam mo lahat ng subject. Ito, MAPE. Okay? So, MAPE siya. So, we have written work, performance task, and quarterly assessment. So, paano to? So, yung written work niya, 88. Performance task niya, 92. No? Quarterly assessment niya, yung summative exam niya, 84. So, tinatanong, ano yung quarterly grade? Ang sagot ay letter C, 90.2. Okay? Pero, dapat kasi sa card, no, hindi naman sinabi na ilagay sa card. 'Di ba? I-compute talaga natin. Pag sinabi siguro na ano yung grade, what is the quarterly grade that should be reflected in the report card, that's the time that we will give letter B, 90. Kasi sabi sa DepEd Order 8 na dapat whole number yung nakalagay sa card. Pero do not assume unless it is stated. 'Di ba? So, hindi naman sinabi sa card. Ang point lang dito is, kapag nag-compute tayo, ano yung lalabas? Ano yung quarterly grade? Since meron namang specific dyan na 90.2, then we will answer 90.2. Unless it is asked in the question, what is the quarterly grade that should be written in the report card? Then that's the time that we will answer 90. Okay? So, written work niya, kasi MAPE, that's 20, 60, 20. So, written work, 88 times 0.20, that's 17.6. 92 yung kanyang performance task times 0.60, 55.2. 84 yung quarterly assessment times 0.20, that's 16.8. I-add lang po natin yan lahat, total is 90.2. Okay? But, if tatanungin tayo ano yung magre-reflect sa card, syempre 90. Kasi it should be rounded off, no, as a whole number. Okay? Next, number 7. Okay? Number 7 na po tayo. Yes, Ma'am Angelica, meron na po yung solution. Hello, thank you so much po sa mga nag-like and heart. Sir Lester Bualan Salvador, thank you for the like. Ma'am Agnes Bermas, Sir Samuel Manolo, Ma'am Che Palataw, Red by Nosa, Ems, sino ba yun? Ems J. Panganiban, Ma'am Novrelin Balian. Thank you so much. Sa mga kapapasok lang, hello, magandang gabi po guys. Sige, number 7. For number 7, ito tayo, school forms. Are you familiar with the school forms from 1 to 10? Kung hindi pa, ito yung sign ninyo. Ito na yung sign ninyo na i-memorize si school forms 1 to 10. So ano yung school form serves as the permanent record? Ito daw ay permanent record. Ito na yung ginagamit natin if mag-transfer yung bata from one school to another, kung mag-graduate yung bata, or if yung learner natin is ma-promoted to the next grade level. So the permanent record, ipapasa yan sa next advisor. Okay? Yung mga DepEd teachers natin, busy at the end of the school year. 'Di ba? Para na yan silang nagro-rosaryo, para na yan silang nagra-rap, 'di ba? 88, 81, 91, 70, 75, 88, 'di ba? Ganun, parang nagiging rapper, 'di ba? Kasi they are making sure na tama, they are reading the forms para tama talaga yung grade kasi permanent record na to eh. Okay? So ito na yung pangkabuuan. So sa SF 1 to 10, siya na yung pinaka-last kasi permanent eh. 'Di ba? Siya na yung pinaka-last. So that is letter B, school form 10. Okay? Letter B, school form 10. Permanent record, school form 10. Yung school form 1, ano yung school form 1? Can you guess what is school form 1? Yung pinakauna, pinaka-basic, the school register. Siyempre, pinakaunang form yan, di ba? Ni-register mo, ine-enroll mo yung bata. School form 1 yon. School form 5 or SF5, that's the report on promotion and level of proficiency. Yung school form 9 or SF9, that's the learner's progress report card. Yung card, yung typical na card talaga na binibigay sa atin or sa learners, no, periodically. Okay? So again, this is your sign to master the SF1 to 10. Number 8. Number 8. Ayan. Gustong-gusto ko yung mga students natin tonight kasi napaka-active sa comment section. Yung pagiging active sa comment, guys, no, that's an indicator na motivated talaga yung mga learners, mga takers, mga teachers natin to pass. No? Kasi yung, alam nyo guys, yung note-taking guys, that's one of the best strategies, no? Pag nagre-review. Kaya yung iba, nagbabasa, nagre-review, sumusulat yan sa notes nila. Yung iba naman, nagta-type dyan sa comment section. No? So, yan. Thank you. Sige, number 8. During the 5th week, anong sagot nyo sa number 8, guys? During the 5th week of the second quarter, a grade 7 teacher notices that a student's raw score in both written work and performance tasks are consistently below expectation. Ibig sabihin, bagsak, no? Sa science. Although the student has not yet failed any quarterly grade. So, di pa tapos ang quarter, ha? Okay? Pero, so far, sa 5 weeks, no? Consistent na bagsak yung mga raw score ng bata sa written work and performance tasks. So according to again sa DO8, ano yung most appropriate teacher action? Take note that during the fifth week of the second quarter, na notice ni teacher na para bang consistent, no? Dapat lang sir, sabi naman para makapas ng LET sa 2025. Correct. 'Di ba? Kaya makinig kayo dyan ng mabuti, mag-take note. So, fifth week ha? Take note, fifth week, dyan niya napansin. Ano ang dapat gagawin ni teacher? Ha? Letter A, wait until the end of the school year to see if the student fails. Wow, mag-aantay ka pa, teacher, ng end of the school year? Kasi abangan mo, sige, tingnan natin, baka papasa to or baka makakabawi siya. Ganon? Ha? Letter D, reduce the weight of the student's written work. Pwede ba yun? Mag-reduce tayo ng weight. We need to stick to the policy. Kasi grades ang pinag-uusapan. Hindi lang yan about student behavior. Grades ang pinag-uusapan. So, the B or C, magbigay ka daw ng extra homework for the student to complete at home without formal remedial sessions. Pwede ba yun? Hindi. Ang dapat gawin, tingnan natin, basahin natin. No? Sabi dyan, mag-conduct daw tayo ng remedial classes. Okay? So, sabi dyan, teachers should ensure that learners receive remediation when they earn raw scores which are consistently below expectation sa written work at saka performance tasks by the fifth week of any quarter. So, pag umabot yan ng fifth week, puro bagsak ang score ng bata. That's the time na magkaroon ka talaga ng remediation. Do not wait sa end of the quarter or end of the school year. That's very too late. Ang goal natin is matulungan yung bata na makabawi. Hindi para sabihin na pasado or bagsak at the end of the school year. Tapos wala kang ginawa. So, sagot is letter B. Okay? Letter B. Next, number 9. Okay, we are down to question number 9. Sabi ni Sir Anthony, remedial dapat. Sabi din ni Kratos Place, formative assessment to monitor students' progress. Correct. No? So, dapat, no, within the duration pala ng quarter or periodical period, monitor ka talaga. Pag napansin mo na parang, uy, nasa ikalimang week na tayo, parang more than half na, no, ng periodical period, pero consistent bagsak, pasok ka na, teacher. Remediate ka na. Okay, number 9. How about this one? What would be your answer for question number 9? A grade 8 student got a final grade of 72. Nako, in math. Ayay. At the end of the school year, agoy, end of the school year na. Bagsak pa. The student took remedial classes. Kasi yun naman dapat, diba? Mag-remedial kapag bagsak in math during the summer and got the following score. Okay? So, okay, diba? Okay yung student kasi nag-remedial siya. Tapos, natapos yung remedial classes niya. Ito yung ngayong result ng kanyang remedial class. Written work, 48/60. Performance task, 85/100. Summative assessment, 36/50. Now, ang question, will the student be promoted or retained? Nag-remedial siya? Yes. But ang tanong, naipasa kaya niya yung remedial? Whether maipasa niya ang remedial or hindi niya maipasa, may gagawin kasi tayong computation. Okay? Hindi ibig sabihin na pasado siya sa remedial, pasado na siya automatic. Meron tayong tinatawag na recomputed class mark. Okay? Ibig sabihin, kunin natin yung average ng first grade niya na 72 at saka yung remedial class mark niya. I-recompute natin, recomputed final grade. Yun yung tinatawag na recomputed final grade sa subject na math. Okay? Sige, solve natin. Excuse me. Ito yung written work niya. Ito ha, raw score niya during remedial. 80, no? 48 over 60 times 100, that's 80%. Okay? Performance task 85 over 100 times 100, that's 85. Summative assessment niya or hindi siya quarterly, summative assessment na. 36 over 50 times 100, 72. Okay? So, kunin natin. Pag math, 40, 40, 20. Diba? 40, 40, 20. 80 yung written work times 0.40, that's 32. 85 times 0.40 for performance task, that's 34. Summative assessment, 72 times 0.20, that's 14.4. Let's add everything. You will get 80.4. Or i-round off natin siya, that's 80. So, bigyan natin siya ng remedial class mark na 80. Ito na ba yung grade na magre-reflect sa card niya? No. Meron tayong tinatawag na recomputed final grade. We will get the average of yung original grade niya at saka yung remedial class mark or yung grade niya sa during remedial class. Okay? So, 72 plus 80 divided by 2, that's how you get the average. So, 152 divided by 2, that's 76. Ibig sabihin, 76 yung recomputed final grade ng bata sa math. So, from 72, naging 76. Pasado? Hindi. Pasado. Kasi pag tumuntong yan ng 75, pasado ang bata. So, with this, ang sagot natin dito ay promoted, retain. Promoted. Because the recomputed final grade is 75 or higher. Kasi 76 yun. So, letter B. Okay? So, ma-promoted lang siya if the recomputed final grade is 75 or higher. In the case of the student, 76. So, promoted. Sabi pa nga ni Ma'am Christine, bawal na daw yun sa grade 3. Ang ano po, no student left behind policy. Oo nga. So, we will do our best. Kaya nga yung mga ibang teachers sa pipilitan na may, basta na lang. Okay. Next, number 10. Last question before we will end our session tonight. Guys, again, our final coaching, almost a month-long final coaching, August 27 hanggang September 19. Diba? So that will be our final coaching, Prof Ed, Gen Ed, and Majorship. Okay? So for Prof Ed and Gen Ed, 500 pesos only. So yes, guys, that's the lowest in the online review. So saan ka pa makakahanap? 3 sessions per day. We have morning, afternoon, evening. August 27 hanggang September 19. Okay, question number 10. Which historical event marked the beginning of a public school system in the Philippines under American rule? Alam natin, nabasa natin yan sa reviewer, na yung public school system ay, ayan, in-establish yan, no, ng American government, no, during their colonization in the Philippines, no? But the question, ano yung naging tawag to, hudyat, no, ng public school system? Bakit nagkaroon ng public school system? Do not answer letter D. Kasi yung 1987 Constitution, wala na yung mga Amerikano dito. This is the post-colonization time. Okay? In fact, ito pa rin yung ginagamit natin 1987 up until now. Do not answer letter B. Establishment of the University of Santo Tomas. Kasi yung UST is a private school. No? It's not a public school system. So, letter A or letter B? Letter A is American. Act number 74 in 1901. Education Decree of 1863, Spanish time ito. So the correct answer is letter A. So Passage Act of number 74 in 1901, ito yung time na nag-establish ng public school system in the Philippines. Nagtadag din sila ng normal school sa Pilipinas. Nagkaroon ng training of the teachers through the normal schools, no? Then letter C, Education Decree of 1863, ito yung nag-set up ng Spanish education system with one primary school in every town. Okay? So yan naman ang contribution ng Spanish government in the Philippines. Okay? Sige. So count your scores over, correct answers over 10. Yan. Sinong nakakuha ng perfect 10, 9, at saka 8? Kung hindi umabot ng 8, 9, or 10, okay lang. Do not worry kasi nga, we are still open, no, for our final coaching. That will start on August 27 hanggang September 19. That's almost a month of daily coaching, Prof Ed, Gen Ed, and Majorship. We have 8 to 12 noon. We have 1 to 5 p.m. and 6 in the evening hanggang 10 in the evening. All sessions are recorded for only 500 pesos. So if you want to join us, we have our group chat. We also have our Facebook group exclusive for the members. So message Teacher Seppi now kung saan po ako nagla-live ngayon. Okay? So our staff will accommodate you and we will add you in our group chats. Okay? So thank you so much guys for participating. Thank you so much for joining our free session tonight and I hope meron po kayong natutunan kahit papaano and I hope to see you this August 27. Thank you everyone and enjoy the rest of the night. Good night everyone. Bye.